visitor? What do I say? It's been so long since I've had company. Oh, it's you. What a surprise. Not a lot of other folks come and visit these parts. I should have known. You should already know me, but just in case, my name's Larry. I was here to be closer to my son, William. Every time I came back to these woods, I could feel him again. If only I could tell him how sorry I am. That's enough about me. We're here for you.
What?
These woods hold the answers to your questions. Everything will be explained soon. And this time, please pay attention.
What do you mean this time? We've done this before? Interesting. Well, first impressions, it's very pretty. So it seems like... Wait, can I go in the water? I can't. Damn it. It seems like we've already been here. At least from what Larry has told us. I keep trying to go in the water. I think it'll be a good idea. Is this our campsite? Ashley. Okay, there's lots of rope. And then I can't open the bags. Okay. Interesting. Can I cannot crouch. Okay. So that is not the way forward. Wait. Oh. Well, that's a lot of blood. Okay. Has anything, like, changed? No. That's super creepy. was more this way, wasn't there? Yep. What?
I'm so happy we decided to go camping. It's so peaceful in the woods.
Oh, this is creepy. Why are they
Sorry, life has become such a
floating?
mess.
Oh, this is weird. But I like it. Oh, that looks bad.
Let go of him! Leave us alone! Stop! Stop!
Oh. Oh boy. We can see all the blood now. Yeah, it's all changed. Oh, wow. And like the whole campsite's turned over. This is open to us now. Okay. What the hell is this? Wait. Okay, no. For a second, I thought we were walking over the exact same spot again. No, okay. Oh. I don't know if I should be like... using my remember thing? I was kind of waiting until we got to like an area.
William's axe. I
William?
remember taking him to town, letting him choose his first axe. Once we got back to the cabin, he couldn't stop trying to cut down every tree in the woods. There'd be nights it would get so quiet, all you'd hear are the birds and the sound of that axe like a heartbeat outside.
Okay, that's a new name. Oh, should I, yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, let's keep going, I guess. So do we have like an axe murderer that's just like out in the woods, or what's going on here? There's something red over there. Okay, that's the bridge we just took. Nothing? Okay. Little cabin in the woods, okay? Nothing creepy about this at all?
Fire brings people together out here. You understand. When the chores around the cabin were done, William would always beg to get a fire going by the river. Of course, it always started out as a much larger fire than we needed for our little pit. Nothing to distract you. No worries, guilt. We were at peace with the world.
Huh. Okay, I can't go inside. Hey. Let's... Oh, this is nice.
This is where it all ended. This is where I drunkenly fell asleep and failed to protect my boy, William. Because of me, he drowned. I should have been there to protect him, but I cared more about the bottle.
Oh, shit. Keys.
Have you ever found yourself feeling like you're being watched? I decided to go to the lake and catch some fish for dinner one night. I had caught a couple when I got this sense that something was watching me. I know bears roam these parts, but this was not a bear. I could feel it across the lake staring at me. I got up, reeled the line in, grabbed the fish, and went inside. I've never felt like that before.
It's fucking creepy.
The place feels so empty without William, but it's held up well over the years.
Okay. Hey, Larry, thanks for your letter. Yeah, it's really quiet out here. Damn good to clear the head again. It's exactly what I really need right now. You know how twisted life can be, but who am I telling this to? No matter which direction you look at, there are trees, and a few more trees. Sometimes a raccoon drops by, but that's all the visitors I get here. Haven't seen a ranger here either, but there seems to be something strange going on out here. I guess that's what happens when you're in the middle of nowhere. Your imagination goes wild. Talking about strange characters, another lookout sometimes reports to me on the walkie, a woman, and she's been doing the job a lot longer than me, but I really can't figure her out. I'll keep you informed on my mysterious walkie relationship. Sounds like Firewatch. Well, that's all for now. I'll let you know when the raccoon pushes me off the the outhouse. Seriously, there's only one outhouse here. But hey, it's more than you have out in your cabin. Stay safe, Hank. Is there anything on the back? No. Okay. William, Dad, and Hank. Visiting our old friend Hank. Okay. Dad and William fishing. Oh god. Camping in the woods. Sunscreen. Blend of whiskey. Okay. Can I open anything here? More whiskey. Another alcohol that I can't read. Beer. Super mild. What? Oh, cigarettes.
Look at this garbage. They were laughing at me. Told me to go back to the cabin and stay out of the sun for a bit. There is something, or someone, watching me out here. Why did I think they would believe me? They need to be warning the people not to come into these woods until this has been solved. There is something happening out here, and no one will do a dang thing about it.
Eccentric and reclusive hermit claims monster sighting. Despite there being no leads to the recent disappearances, a well-known local recluse claims to have solved the case. Our source reports seeing the man Larry, on one of his rare appearances in town, pay a visit to the local police. According to the witness, Larry was ranting about a wolf-like creature that he claims hunts among the trees and has menaced him on several occasions. It's understood local police are not pursuing this as a serious lead, and we have yet to receive comment from Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster as to whether or not they have paid a visit to our little town. More cigarettes and a flashlight. Walkie-talkie. Scissors. Okay. Can I open these? No. And I can't open those. Okay. This is the spare room. Oh. Loss is the worst thing that could happen to you in your life. And I'm not talking about money or possessions. I'm talking about people, friends, about family. I lost my beloved wife years ago, William's mother. Innocently in a car accident. The other was drunk. Driving under the influence of alcohol. How bizarre, how ironic. And this, to me, as an author of self-help books for alcoholics, became one myself, an alcoholic. Maybe I should have read my own books once. But it was so nice just to drown the pain, the grief, and just to forget everything. Also, William, my son, all that I have left. But alcohol makes you blind to everything. I just don't know what to do anymore. Whoa. That's a shit ton of blood.
Why can't I have peace? miss him so much.
William drowned because he was drunk, not paying attention because he was grieving his wife.
Why don't you let me leave this place?
Oh, wow. What the hell happened?
That machete was no use. I should have left this place when I found that cabin. I knew what I felt wasn't right. I just didn't know that night would be my last. I didn't know what it was, but what I saw in that cage had come for me.
A cage?
Whoever made that thing must have known I went to the police. This is where my story ends, drunk and scared in a corner. Is this how William felt? Alone and scared? Your story carries on. You must learn the tales of these woods. They're what's holding us back. We all live with our actions, our consequences. But do you? Go now. There's someone else who would like to see you.
Hey. Who are we?
You're back? Not again.
Sarah.
I guess we'll start where we always do. I'm Sarah. I came out to these woods to get away, much like Larry. While I didn't lose a son, I did take one away. You see, I'm a forensic archaeologist. I dig up bones for a living, and I'm quite good at it. Until my last case, my evidence put the wrong man behind bars. I'm out here to solve a cold case, make what I did right. Come on, there's not much daylight left.
Wow. Okay. I hope that these stories are interconnected in some sort of way. Not just like 3 or 4, however many of these little stories we get. Oh. This looks like the site.
The first place I dug. Being an archaeologist, you learn over time to never expect anything on your first attempt. It's like waving a magnet at a haystack in the vague hope you'll find the needle, but you have to start somewhere, and for me, this was it. I didn't find much, although it was nice to rule out the area.
What's with the butterfly? There's nothing here. Okay. Whoa.
My office. I spent a lot of time here. More than I did at home, I guess.
Private detective? Oh. Okay. So she was investigating Larry, Marcel, Mark, Jack. So that's how they're connected.
My first case, an adolescent homicide. Sometimes it's easier to use the official wording than to say outright someone killed a kid and left their body on a roof.
Oh my god.
I spent so many hours in that chair trying to figure it out.
Oh, that just opened. Tim.
How I found out I put the wrong man in prison. The DNA didn't match, but that didn't matter. He's already behind bars, and our justice system is not about to make itself look bad.
Wow.
My superiors look at me with disappointment. They know what I did, and that there's nothing that can be done.
DNA results. Sarah, this is a disgrace. The appeal to retest the DNA results in your recent case have come back. The DNA is not a match. Do you know what this could mean for the department? For your career? The judge is going to have a field day with this if he even hears the case results. You could have just put the wrong man in prison for life. We're putting you on the Woods case. Should be cut and dry, dig. We've had reports of people missing, but no bones. Go find our bones, and please make sure they're human. No. Sarah Holmes? Wait, like Sherlock Holmes? Hey, this is the same. Oh.
What the hell? Who did this? My office, all my things, my papers, my files. Years of my life are in here. All my cases, everything I ever worked on, all scattered and messed up. Who would do this? And why?
Yeah, why?
So many pieces. Sometimes it's only when you step back and take a look at the whole tableau that you can make sense of where
Hey.
each individual fragment belongs.
Joe's
What it all
new.
means. But you, I could never make sense of you. And now this? How dare you?
Well, that's a bloody handprint. When you spend half your life with the dead, or what remains of them, you forget how to deal with the living. You lose your connection to them. You become somehow indifferent to them, interchangeable. I have no family, no friends. I have my work. I used to have my parents and a hamster, Coco. The three most important individuals in my life, and all three are dead, possibly also a reason why I became a forensic archaeologist. I love my work, and I'm good at it. At least I thought I was. It was the case of child abuse and murder. I found evidence of the crime scene. DNA. It was so simple. The man was imprisoned and sentenced to death, an eye for an eye or tooth for a tooth. But it wasn't that simple after all. He was innocent. He was executed innocently because of my mistake, and an innocent man was killed. There are mistakes that you just can't make good. He was a father, husband, son, friend, work colleague. How many lives I destroyed with it. I'm so terribly sorry. Wow. This is William Zach's. I think.
Truth be told, seeing the wrong man behind bars really made me question my ability. I put what I found into evidence and finalized a man's life. I should have checked it, but instead, I was in a rush. I was foolish. I just wanted to finally solve the case.
Weird to see something like so beautiful around you and
Nothing
be
here
talking
either
about something
except animal bones.
so
Again.
morbid.
I remember finding it a little odd that I never once caught sight of a deer or anything that they could have come from. Strange. I thought, given how disturbed the topsoil was, I might be onto something. Unfortunately, another dead end. The strangest thing happened one morning while I was digging. I started to feel something watching me. I'm not crazy, but we've all had those moments.
Oh.
This felt too real. I haven't seen any animals in the woods. What could be out there? I kept digging, but that feeling lingered. I stood up, looked around, but I couldn't see anything. I should have left, gone home for the day, and never come back. I was too focused on solving the case. After a while, the feeling went away, and I got on with my digging. Didn't that scare me? Guess not. I just kept going.
Well, Larry said that he thought
I was kind of starting to freak out by
someone
this
was
point.
watching him.
I needed to solve this case. Thinking back, it was stupid of me to think I would find the answers so quickly. I was rushing again. If I wasn't careful, I could lose my job, put another person away that doesn't deserve it. But they had to be out here somewhere, and if I wasn't finding them, where else could they be?
Yeah. We're following blood again. Yeah, this is too far. Is that not it? Okay. So is there here? Okay, that's a bloody handprint that I didn't see the first time. Hmm. It's weird that it won't let me click on it. Because I don't see anything. Like, the handprint is new. Maybe I didn't go far enough back. Oh, wait. I did not see this before. Yeah, I didn't see that. The music reminds me of Stranger Things.
How could you do this? Where did you hide them?
Bodies?
Please give us peace.
Whoa. 2 bodies. But wasn't that William's axe? Or at least, like, William had an axe and then... Weird. Okay, so that's Sarah's. So we now have 2 stories. And I'm assuming that that log is now going to be gone. Yep. Interesting. So I wonder whose story is next. And who the hell are we?
Ironic, for someone so used to discovering and excavating lost bodies, that I'd become one myself. For all the years I spent unearthing bodies, it seems unfair somehow that mine ended up like this. Just laid out in the open, broken and discarded. Maybe I deserved this. I was fooled by the beauty of these woods. I only hope that you can find the answers you need, that everything that happened was not in vain. Push forwards, but prepare yourself. You stand on the verge of a terrible darkness.
The hell? Okay. This is like Firewatch, but like genuinely kind of scary. Are we gonna find Sarah's body now? Brian. Oh. Okay. Well, there was an Ashley backpack at the first campsite that was sort of labeled similarly. Same style of bag.
You're here, finally. Let me tell you a story. You'll like this one. It's about you. Now, I wouldn't call you the hero, but everything in it revolves around you and what you did. You don't remember anything, do you?
We're the
Of course
murderer.
not. You're a coward. I'd say you disgust me, but, well, it's a little more complicated than that. Come on, through the door. You're so close now. Don't you want to know how all this ends? The old lab. So cramped working cheek by jowl with those fools on their useless, stupid little trivialities. Nothing more than distractions. They dismissed my ideas as wrong, then begged my help for their own work. If only they could have seen what I was working on behind their backs. I knew I had to get out before they found out what my little side project was. They wouldn't have understood. They couldn't. I was so very far beyond them.
Oh shit, that actually kind of scared me. Okay.
Isolation. Space to breathe, to think, to work. No more dingy little space hidden away from prying eyes. Out here, I am free. It also neatly solves the problem of disposal. When I'm finished with any biological material, human or animal, I simply seal it in a bath of acid and drop it to the bottom of the lake. What I wouldn't give for an incinerator. Still, there are always trade-offs, and I must make do with what I have. A small price to pay.
Oh. There's people in those. Oh boy. Okay. And that's the cage that we saw before. Okay, wow. Well then. Those are handcuffs. Missing persons. 28-year-old Jessica Wheeler disappeared last Thursday after going hiking out on the woods outside of town. As of right now, she's considered a missing person with no foul harm involved. She was last seen wearing her hiking gear. She wore brown boots, brown khaki pants, and a dark green shirt. She had a hiking backpack with her as well. Out-of-town friends and family have been contacted, and none of them have seen her. She's always loved hiking, going out in the wood. We always feared something like this would happen, but not to our daughter. Jessica's mother, Suzanne, told us they're offering a $1,000 reward to anyone who's seen. Helps them find Jessica. Okay, let's go in the murderer's cabin. Wait. No, Todd's the murderer? Oh, I don't know. Oh.
Sacrifice. I'd often ask myself if what I was doing was right, was just. Progress demanded sacrifice. Imagine the potential. Cures for cancers, for wasting diseases and childhood afflictions. If I could rid the world of these things, nobody would care about how I did it. I'd be a hero, forever immortalized as one of the true scientific greats.
Okay.
It worked. The experiment. It worked. A breakthrough I could never have dreamed of back under the watchful eye of those fools. I had my doubts back in my old lab, but out here, I felt anything was possible. And I could do absolutely anything.
Doesn't mean you should. Missing couple, 32-year-old Nick Rafter and his wife, Ashley Rafter. Ashley was on the backpack. Went missing while hiking in the woods last Tuesday. They told their friends and family they would be back Friday morning, but have not returned. Sources close to the case have said they found a campsite that looks like a fight had broken out. They are ruling this as a kidnapping and fear their lives may be in danger. They were last seen in their hiking clothes, boots, and backpacks. If you have any information, please call the local police department or contact us here at the Daily Read. Oh boy. Okay. This is the first campsite.
I didn't have the evidence yet to support my findings. I needed to replicate the experiments. Go further. Be bolder. I had no choice, did I? I took another. A man camping with his wife. I needed him. If I hadn't taken him, they might have stumbled on my lab.
Yeah.
It's too valuable. I can't stop now. That's what I told myself as I beat the wife to death with a rock.
Yeah, we found that.
She tried to stop me from taking her husband. Sacrifices had to be made. But I lay awake at night. I couldn't get her face out of my head.
Okay. Yeah, we found this one.
The old man had to die. While he'd been staying in his cabin, he went to the police. I decided to see what effects the grafts would have in terms of aggression and capacity for violence in the subject.
Rafts?
Nothing could have prepared me for this. It tore him apart.
So he killed himself? Okay. What the hell?
I just want to be left alone. Why do they keep coming? I couldn't let her find out what happened. She didn't deserve this, though. I can't stop it. Can't control it. What have I done? How could I be so wrong?
What the hell?
Last night I had a nightmare. I was in the woods. Everything familiar, walking through the trees. He was there, the old man from the cabin. He spoke to me like a friend. Every night now, the same dream, the same path, the same voice. I can't sleep. When I do, I awaken among the trees. She is in them too. Now, the woman, the digger, she's not my friend. She screams at me, but I can't wake up for hours. She knows everything I know. She knows what I did.
Hmm. It's different now.
When we last spoke, I told you to learn your story, to find answers, to find those stories I couldn't finish.
You wronged us, both of us, in the worst ways imaginable.
But what's done is done. You can't change that. Nobody can. There's no sense in going back and reliving it over and over. The outcome is always the same.
I made a life digging up the past, but now it's time to put it to rest.
You understand now. We couldn't just tell you. We had to let you see.
And now you know what we know. You feel what we feel.
We couldn't rest until we moved on from this. And neither can you.
Over and over again, you've lived this, seen this, again and again. You're cursed, can't you see it? The weight of the guilt drags you down and sets you back on that path endlessly. There's only one way this ends, but for us, it already has.
What you did was awful. But you know that now. You feel the truth burning inside you. An animal you must set free.
Acknowledge what you did. End the cycle. Move on. And know peace.
We forgive you.
Again, the same dance, the same steps. Why? You know all this. You've known it all along. And yet every time you choose to forget, to wake once more among the trees, to relive your nightmare, our nightmare, you push the truth away.
Our
refuse
nightmare.
It, so much so it's become me. But I don't exist. Only you do. You and all you've done. Enough of this. You can't keep walking that path like a stranger. You can't keep choosing to forget as you have. It's starting to break down. The dream, your memories, keep pushing through, taking her voice, my voice, your voice. It's time. You can't do this again. Walk that path again. It has to end. And here's where it finally stops. You can't keep turning your back on what you did. You can't keep lying to yourself. Just stop. Stop. Only you can make the choice. So what will it be?
I'm gonna go acceptance.
Nobody should live in hate and sadness forever. By choosing the love of those you wronged, you allow them to let go and move on in peace.
Yeah, these are the 3 grave sites of the people.
And so too shall you.
Oh.